On Sunday, February 25th of 2024, Madeline Soto celebrated her 13th birthday party, and it would be the last time her family and friends would ever see her alive again.
20 minutes until the sun's going to set, and dozens of volunteers are still out there looking for 13-year-old Madeline Soto. They've been out there all day in a wooded area near Hunters Creek in Orange County. Good evening, I'm John Brown.
And I'm Lou Ann Sorrell. Deputies have officially called off their search for the day. Fox 35's Caroline Coles is joining us live tonight. So, Caroline, the girl's family is just terrified that she could be in danger.
Yeah, just like any family.
Turning 13 years old marks a significant transition from childhood to adolescence. It's the beginning of teenage identity and should be an exciting time filled with opportunities for growth, new experiences, and the development of more mature relationships and responsibilities. Unfortunately, Maddie wasn't living the average life of a 13-year-old. Maddie's mother, Jen, couldn't attend her birthday party because she had to work. Maddie's teachers at Hunters Creek Middle School described Maddie as being a sweet kid, but she struggled to keep her grades up due to her ADHD. Her friends say the medication that was prescribed left her feeling fatigue, so she just quit taking her meds. Teachers were also a bit concerned about Maddie's behaviors. Always looked tired and worried, at times crying without explanation. Madeline described her mom as bipolar. They were always arguing. Friends also say that she got along better with her mom's live-in boyfriend, Stephan Stern, often texting him and FaceTiming Stearns. Weird dynamics. Friends recall Madeline saying that she planned on running away and living in the woods when she turned 13. She planned on packing her things and how she would build a house deep in the woods so she could leave home and never come back. What a thing to say at such an age. Definitely not how a happy, healthy 13-year-old would be talking. On Monday, February 26th, the day after her 13th birthday party, mother Jennifer Soto arrived at Hunter Creek Middle School to pick up her daughter. She sat patiently while kids were rushing out of school, and as the crowds got thinner and the last few kids walked out of school, Jen realized that her daughter wasn't there. Jen wasn't really worried at this point. She thought Maddie must have went over by her grandmother's office after school, nearby, which she's done before. Grandma says she hasn't seen her either. When Jen Soto doubled back to the school, administrators checked every period's attendance, confirming that Madeline never made it to school that day. Concerned, she began searching for Madeline around the school. While Jen was searching for Maddie, 911 calls were made.
911, what's the location of your emergency? And do you need police, fire, or medical?
Police, possibly. I'm reporting a missing child.
Okay, and the child that you're trying to report missing, are you calling on behalf of the parent?
Yes, on behalf of the mother. She's my
Okay, and then and ma'am, how old is the child? And could I go ahead and get her name?
Yes, it's.
And is she white, black, or Hispanic?
She's white.
Okay.
Blonde, dirty blonde hair, blue eyes.
Okay, hold on with me here. And then, what color shirt and pants was she last seen wearing?
Hold on, let me ask. Dylan, what color shirt and what was she last wearing? Hold on, we're finding out.
Okay, and then how long has it been, though, since you guys have last seen her?
Since this morning. She was dropped off at school this morning, and apparently she never showed up. We called everyone we knew. No one's seen her.
Okay, and then ma'am, I just want to confirm, though, was she last seen from this address? Is this where you guys last saw her?
No. She was last seen at the church next to Hunters Creek Middle School. I think it's called Peace Church. I'm not sure of the exact address. She was wearing a dark green hoodie, I believe.
What is the name of the church?
I think I'm pretty sure it's called Peace Church. It's the one right next to Hunters Creek Middle School. It's the, well, no.
Got it. It's across the street from it?
I believe so, yeah. There's two. I just forgot about the other one. It's not Focal Point Church. It's,
Well, is it Peace United Methodist Church?
yes.
Okay. Okay, is she diagnosed with any medical, mental conditions at all?
I know she takes medication for ADHD.
Police were delayed in their response. There were no available units, so the family sat anxiously. Madeline's grandmother called from her office near the school, understandably upset.
911, what is the location of your emergency? Can you please fire medical?
No, it's not a medical issue. We have a missing child since this morning. We already called 3 times. And the police didn't show up yet.
Are you looking? Or
Yes.
do you know? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, I see it right here for you. Yes, ma'am, I see it. This is waiting for a deputy to respond.
They haven't come here yet.
I'm aware, ma'am. I see it. It's waiting for a deputy to respond.
You're waiting for a deputy to respond?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long more do we need to wait? It's a child missing.
I understand that, ma'am, but I'm just not able to give out ETA. I don't know when they'll be there.
So how long do we need to wait? This
Ma'am,
is an emergency.
Ma'am, we have the information, but they're trying to get there someone as soon as possible.
So this is not important for you guys? Really?
Ma'am, we are very busy in the area. Look, I understand. They'll be there as soon as they can, okay?
Police or medical?
Hi, I called not that long ago reporting a missing child. I just wanted to know how long the cops are going to take to get here.
Okay, hold on. Let me open up the call and let's see. The call is still currently pending to have the deputies respond out there, but we don't have any available deputies. We still have the call up, the holding.
Okay, so no one's on their way yet?
Not yet, no.
Does it take long for them to respond to the call?
If there's a big emergency in the area and there's no units available, they put the calls on hold. But as soon as one becomes available, they respond to the next pressing call.
Okay, yeah, we just need one here urgently. So
I understand. We still have the call. We still have the call holding.
Yes.
Yep, we still have the call holding for them. I'll go ahead and update them with the information.
All right, thank you, because this happened very recently, so we just want to get everyone here. She's been missing since 8 a.m., so we want to get everything done as soon as possible to try to find her.
I understand.
Okay. Thank you.
Police finally respond at around 8 p.m. Madeline's mom and a few family members and her mom's boyfriend, Stephan Stern, all waited at Grandma's office near Hunters Creek Middle School. Worried, exhausted, and hoping for answers, the investigation begins.
They called since, I don't know when, but whenever they, what did you say that, what did you call? My question is not, why is it not a code 3 when it first came out? Yeah, so that last time she was seen, it was early this morning, like 7 o'clock. That's what I'm about to see. I'm about to go check. I just try to get as much information now of her clothing description, send it to Diaz, because Diaz has a hit in like a big area full of kids. So if you want to help me out with this one, yeah. My signal expert. By any chance, does she have a phone number or phone?
She does, but she left it at home today. I have it.
You have it.
And I've already gone through her messages.
Okay. How about, did she have like an Apple Watch? Yeah.
She's got a device. The only device she's got on her right now is her school laptop.
A school laptop. Is that trackable?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It should be. Should be. If the Wi-Fi is turned on, it'll try to connect to any Wi-Fi. So by like circle here.
Well, does she not have a history of running away or anything? So you just hanging out
Possibly, I don't know. She got dropped off. She was like, so she's embarrassed by his car. So she didn't want to be dropped off at school. She wanted to be dropped off like half a block away so she can walk.
So the next thing, she's in the face.
But he dropped her off half a block away and drove away.
Okay. Did she ever go to school though?
No, we called school.
She was walking in that direction. She was rifling through her backpack, just looking for something. I thought maybe she was just looking for headphones before she got her walking on.
Yeah.
But she was just kind of, shambling over in that direction. It looked the same as any other morning. Okay.
What was the last thing you asked?
If she went to school.
So I got confirmation from the school that she never made it. They sent me an email saying she didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also spoke to her or emailed one of her teachers directly, and he looked at all her attendance for all her periods and told me she'd make it at all today.
Okay.
Say it again? No, she's supposed to have a book bag. She was supposed to go to school, but didn't go to school today.
Good.
Oh, okay. All right.
Battery FGOA 212319 at Turtleback Loop. Third party for Saturday. They were playing children by two juvenile males. Requested to have
Say it again?
only answer code 29645.
I'm trying to figure out secondary spots, but so far negative on anything. Yeah, you could be 51 to me. Alright, cool. Very cool, actually.
Attention Sector 4 units, prepare to copy a local OPD at Warren.
Yeah, it said negative on that hit at the park.
Way,
So.
21 to a vehicle. Pursuing local, reference say 21 to a vehicle.
I think black shorts.
An unknown male, gray hoodie, black pants, black event, black gloves. No further information. 1064, 1946.
And when was the last time you seen her? Do you know around what time?
Around 8:30, 8:40 when we dropped her off. How tall is she?
5'1".
Weight?
110 pounds.
Hair color?
Blonde.
Blonde, like that. Like a dirty blonde? Okay. Eye color?
Blue.
Does she have any markings on her, like any scars or anything like that?
Distinctive beauty mark on her face.
On her face.
On the face, like below the nose or near the nose? Yeah, like right in that area there. It's very distinctive. You know it if you saw it. Yeah.
Any other scars or anything like that? Which you know? No.
Tattoo.
No.
You'd be surprised. Did you put out the end of the description?
I put the top part out. I didn't get the rest of the stuff here, so I can put it out. Can I just see that phone?
Black shorts, right across the side, night. Blonde, dirty blonde hair, eyes, nose.
I'm getting a random 407 over. Hello? Yes? Hi, Principal. I'm okay. How are you?
That's right, that.
Start getting the
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find her
paperwork. Does she have any social media or anything like that? That's her profile?
Yeah.
Any Snapchat or...
Games, right? She plays games.
No, that's daughter's place.
Extensively look for Maddie until they locate her.
We're worried about where she is and what, I mean, God forbid, but what's happening to her if anyone...
Maddie's family and friends were in a panic after realizing she never made it to school at all. When asked what she was wearing, Stephan Stern replied, a green hoodie, white Crocs, and like blue or black pants. When investigators found out it was Stephan that dropped Maddie off and the last person known to see her, they started working on a timeline. Jen confirmed Stephan's description of what Maddie was wearing, giving police the impression that she too saw Maddie before she left for school. A detail that investigators would later find out was not the case. Maddie forgot to grab her cell phone that day, and Jen explained to police that this was a normal occurrence and due to her ADHD. Live-in boyfriend or stepdad, Stephan Stern, tells police that when he dropped off Maddie, she had him drop him off at a church across the street, a little distance from her school. She didn't want anyone to see her jumping out of his outdated silver 2010 Lincoln. Stephan Stern agreed to drop Maddie off at Peace United Methodist Church because it was just a 5-minute walk from school. Stephan states, we woke up early. The plan was we were going to get McDonald's breakfast on the way, so we made amazingly good time. Investigators pressed Stearns about being specific and accurate about his time. Stearns replied, we woke up around 7:15-ish, somewhere around there, which is an early start for us, but we had talked about getting McDonald's breakfast. We did make good time. We got out the door maybe 7:30-ish, 7:45-ish, maybe. Got over to that area. She was asleep in the car most of the time, just snoozing till we got there. We got to McDonald's, close to McDonald's, and I said, do you still want it? She wasn't interested in having McDonald's anymore, so we carried on. And she wanted to be dropped off a little down the ways from the school. She's got this phase that she's been into lately where she's very particular about what car she's seen getting out of at school. She prefers her mom's car. That was sometime probably between 8:20 and 8:40-ish, somewhere in there. It was along the stretch of the road on the right side that has all the communities on it. Before you get to the overpass, we could see the overpass from where it was. So it was on that side, on that stretch of road. Stearns told investigators that when Maddie got out of his vehicle, he noticed Maddie looking into her backpack as he was driving away and she was walking towards school. She said she was going to wait for her friends. She was going to go find them and hang out and wait for her friends. I asked if that was going to be okay. She said, yeah, it's fine. Kids get dropped off early enough as it is. It's not totally unusual for that to happen. It's just not usually that early that I drop her off. I do school runs for her once in a while. I said, okay, let her out. Have a good day. I love you. Thanks. Love you too. And I turned around and was driving away and was watching her in my rearview mirror to make sure that she was going where she was supposed to go, and she was moving in that direction, but she was rummaging around in her backpack for something. What I assumed was probably headphones or something like that. I found out later that she forgot her phone, so she may have been rummaging for her phone. Jen Soto told police that she saw Maddie at 11 p.m. the night before. She said her daughter and her boyfriend went to bed together in the same room. Maddie's mom explained to investigators that the three would regularly sleep in the same bed as a family. But since obtaining her new job, she's been sleeping separately from Maddie and Stephan to get a good night's rest. But she also changed her story in explaining that it was rare for the two to sleep in the same bed, but then in a separate interview stating that it was a normal occurrence in their household. Jennifer Soto stated that she had been hypervigilant with Maddie around Stephan, but had grown more relaxed over the years. Stephan and Jennifer had been in an on-and-off relationship for 7 years. Jen says Maddie had grown close to Stephan. Investigators focused on Stephan's movements that morning. 38-year-old Stearns took police to the location of the church where Maddie was dropped off.
Was it here?
There's a longer stretch, I can't remember the exact spot, but it was around where these communities were. So thank you. So it's like around where these communities were.
Okay.
And it's just like in this stretch, like we could see the overpass down there.
Where's the school?
Just on the other side of the overpass.
So somewhere around here.
So yeah, somewhere, maybe not this one, but the next one possibly. It's right in this stretch. When we just came down and we drove about halfway down, she was like, "That's good right here."
Okay.
A camera located in the front of Peace Methodist Church showed a kid in the parking lot sitting down, and the kid stood up and began walking towards the direction of the school. For a second, police thought they would verify Stern's story, but the footage was too grainy. The clothes weren't matching the description, and the vehicle the child came from was a dark sedan, not a silver Lincoln. However, traffic cams and plate readers were able to capture Stephan Stern's vehicle drive around the school, but not where he said. The footage showed Stephan turned into the opposite direction from which he described. His timeline wasn't matching up, and he was caught in his first lie.
So keep in mind, all of this is still northbound.
Okay.
Right? You're still northbound on Jungyoung Parkway. Why is your car seen going southbound at 8:10? Your car is seen going southbound at this intersection. So meaning going toward Kissimmee.
Mm-hmm. I had forgotten something. I had forgotten my gate clicker. I'm sorry. I forgot. I had gone back to the house real quick after we left because I forgot my gate clicker. I actually had to go through the front gate and use my parking pass to grab my clicker. So it was the wrong time. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was guesstimating these times. I'm not a morning person.
It was at this point that authorities knew they had their number one suspect and continued to probe his timeline. A massive search effort was organized by the Orange County Sheriff's Department to find 13-year-old Madeline Soto. Over 50 members of the emergency search and response team combed through wooded areas and trails near the school grounds. Cadaver dogs walked the path, and search teams used ATVs and horses to reach rough terrain.
So thank you for being here. We have some important developments in this case that we want to share with our community.
Jen and Stephan decided to speak with the media in hopes to get help from the public.
Good. So the first question is if I can have your first, your last name, and spell them both out for me.
Okay. Jennifer Soto, Jennifer Soto.
Mother.
Mother.
Jennifer, tell me how you feel right now.
I feel like I can't breathe. All I keep thinking about is, where is she? Is she safe? Is she okay? But we're all a wreck. My entire family is a mess. We're just so worried.
Jen says, "It's right next to the school. I don't know why she didn't make it. I don't know if something happened on her walk along the way or if she got taken. And I looked at her messages, nothing was weird. I looked at all her deleted messages, nothing seemed weird. It didn't seem like she was talking to anyone, so I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like she may have been taken because this is not like her at all." Tracking Stephan's movements was key in their investigation, since his timeline wasn't adding up. Security footage next to the Venetian Bay Villages complex captured Stearns tossing items into the dumpsters at 7:30 a.m. Stern said he drove to a vape shop after dropping Maddie off, but he said it wasn't open. He then states he drove back home to the apartments and hung out for a little while, then drove back to the vape shop, in which he then drove to a game store. Police find out that he never actually entered any of these locations. Stearns ended up getting a flat tire, and a witness noticed him from the news and called police to report his location. Detectives locked in on Stearns at this point and requested his cell phone for evidence.
In the meantime, while we're waiting for all this to get sorted out, I am going to hold on to your phone, okay? I'll give it back to you when we're done. Okay. Do you have any questions for us?
How long are you gonna need my phone?
I'm not sure. I'm waiting for my supervisor to call me.
My dad. It's just my dad's using that to get a hold of me and get updates.
They can call Jen's phone.
Okay.
Stearns was definitely feeling the pressure. He claims to have accidentally factory reset his device, and investigators find out that he reset his phone twice on the day Maddie went missing. And police were able to retrieve items thrown into a dumpster near the apartment complex by Stearns. A white trash bag with a black backpack and one white Croc was pulled from it. The other matching shoe was found in one of the bedrooms inside their home, and the black backpack contained an Orange County Public Schools computer labeled Madeline Soto.
Continuing coverage this afternoon of the investigation into the death of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. Investigators with Kissimmee Police say they're continuing to actively investigate the case.
Yeah, new documents now show the prime suspect, Stephan Stern, may have been abusing her for years. It all surrounds Stearns' cell phone and the evidence detectives found that led to his arrest. News 6's Ezzy Castro has more on what investigators are saying about the case.
Forensic investigators were able to retrieve all of Stearns' cell phone activities and images, and what they found was disturbing, as graphic images of Stearns with Madeline Soto of obvious SA and CP were discovered on Stearns' phone. Stearns was arrested.
So thank you for being here. We have some important developments in this case that we want to share with our community. I wish we were here to tell you that we have found Madeline, but we have not found her. Last night, detectives from the Kissimmee Police Department met with Madeline's mother, and they had to tell her the very devastating news that although we have not found Madeline, we are now confident that she is dead. So our efforts will be focused on recovering Madeline. Dozens and dozens of detectives, crime analysts, and specialized team members have been working nonstop and following up on every single lead and every shred of evidence. Our detectives have determined that Madeline was never dropped off on the morning of February 26th near her school. Instead, we believe she was already dead at the time, and that Stephan Stern moved her body in the early morning hours on that day. We have video evidence that shows Stephan Stern discarding items in a dumpster in that apartment complex in Kissimmee at 7:35 on Monday, February 26. Detectives later recovered Madeline's backpack and her school-issued laptop from that dumpster. At 8:19, we have evidence that shows Stephan Stern returning to the complex, and Madeline was visible in that vehicle. We believe she was already dead at that time. As a result of that, although the initial missing persons investigation started in Orange County, the Kissimmee Police Department will now be taking over the investigation and will become the lead agency. And of course, the Orange County Sheriff's Office, all of our support personnel will be available and will still be assisting in this investigation. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Chief Holland from the Kissimmee Police Department. Chief?
Detectives also retrieved security footage of Stearns driving just after tossing Madeline's items in the dumpster, and what they saw was Madeline in his passenger side seat, leaning to the left, slumped over in an abnormal posture, confirming she was no longer with us. At about 8:20 a.m., Stephan Stern left the complex and was tracked entering a parking garage at a Holiday Inn about an hour later, with Madeline still seated next to him. Police say that Stern was seen through security footage, him exiting the vehicle and moving Maddie's lifeless body into the trunk of the car. He was next captured driving on Old Hickory Road, then on Nolte Road, and in this area he stopped to change his tire. Later in the day, he was seen tossing tire treads in the dumpster back at the complex through security footage at 4:40 p.m. It was at this time that Jen Soto was at the school looking for Madeline. On March 1st, at about 4:30, Sheriffs contacted the owner of the land across the road from where a witness seen Stephan changing out a flat tire. He came to open the gate for police. Off to the left were a line of tall bamboo trees. As police searched the area, walking a few feet into the tree line, a captain noticed blue jeans under sprawled out branches. Police discovered a body wearing a green-colored hooded sweatshirt that was later confirmed to be the body of Madeline Soto.
Yeah, truly heartbreaking. We are learning that Madeline Soto's body was found right near where I am standing on Hickory Tree Road. And they found her body around 4:30 this afternoon, according to the sheriff's office, in a very wooded area. And a source tells Fox 35 that it takes a couple of miles to get to where her body was found by foot. I want to just show you what it looks like over here right now. You can see we're blocked off at this intersection. A sheriff's office deputy blocking off the area where they say that they found Madeline Soto's body. And now this is Sky Fox video of teams out here searching this area. And this, of course, comes after the Orange County Sheriff John Mina said that he was confident that Maddie was dead and that they were working to find her body. That was the latest we had heard from earlier this afternoon, and now we are getting this heartbreaking update that her body was found. I want to show you a picture of this car. This is Stephan Stern's car, who was Maddie's mom's boyfriend. He was the suspect in her homicide case. He was last seen driving a silver Lincoln and in this area of Old Hickory Tree Road and Nolte Road. And now, of course, we are learning that her body was found in a wooded area. We are, of course, are going to try to find out any more information about this case, and we will bring it to you live. For now, reporting live, Stephanie Buffmonte, Fox 35 News.
Madeline Soto was reportedly strangled, according to the medical examiner's report. The community wants answers. How did this happen? People look to Madeline's mother, Jen, about what she may have known due to the inconsistencies in her statements. Jennifer Soto has not been charged with any crimes as of today.
From a church, which is it's right next to the school. She crossed the street and walked to school, what we thought walked to school. My boyfriend who drove her to school drove away at that point. It was seen on video footage that she hung out in the parking lot of the church for a few minutes and then got up and walked towards the school. But she never made it that walk and that was around 9 a.m. when she got up. She never made it to school after that. It's right next to the school. I don't know why she didn't make it. I don't know if something happened on her walk along the way or if she got taken, but she never made it.